Welcome back to Indian Trace. I will say this. The North American Indian, which hopefully, and I've got something over here where my marker is. I found some other stuff that you need to see. Sometimes there was, as there is now, a division of labor that afforded both sexes, male and female, to share tasks. Sometimes they did similar tasks at the same time. I mean, for example, sometimes either one of them, whether they were out on a hunt, the men, the women are at the camp, they would process animals for skins and meat and food and necessity. But if they were around the village, there was a division of labor. Often, we know this from indigenous peoples now, that was much more clear-cut than in our, enjoying the hunt here with me, our mixed-up society. I'm just going to check something out. Well, let's go check that out. What I mean by that is I have, and I love it, I had in my pocket something that was seen briefly but not out in the field before, a scraper that conditions hides, and it's just so solid and awesome. But those are usually, like the pottery, a feminine tool used by the females. I've lived with some indigenous Indian people, and it's very clear and it's very complimenting, and nothing negative about it. For example, the hunting points are usually, and were made proficiently, often by the men. Even the tools that the women used were often made for their use by the men. They were good at making stone tools. And they would give over the matatas and the matates, or whatever they are, to the women to use. Now, let me see if I can figure this out. I saw this here. It's dry now. It did rain quite a bit. Check this out. Not sure what kind of bass it is. Pretty sure now. I didn't even see it walking down. I was walking up the other way. I mean, we think we see things as we should, but we don't. We think we do. Now, what I was mentioning is, some great points here. What's this, though? I featured it in a cleanup, but if you could hold this in your hands, you'd feel how sharp this edge is. Quartz kept its edge well. And the size in your hand, absolutely perfect. It's just under 3 inches. You can tell the thumb, where my thumb is, went right there. It is super polished right in through there, and smooth. And if you flip it over, it works both ways. So this was, you could use it at every angle just to clean off the fat, tallow off the insides of the skins. I mean, make some use of this. Just a great tool, almost as beautiful as the hammerstones. It's craziness. This was found in Site 4. But I had that in my pocket. It's just awesome. And started picking up some of this stuff. It speaks for itself.
It's a quartzite. Don't think it's broken. It's just a stem point, solid. It's going to be a really great color, though. Hope you find out there.